Good morning, Helldivers. At least I think it's morning. Is it morning on this planet? Kind of. Either way, I took a short break, guys. I am back. We have, ladies and gentlemen, quite a few pieces of news. Three, namely, one of which the spawn
The
rates. The
galactic
devs
war
have
waits for no
responded.
one. Are you ready, Helldiver?
Yes, democracy waits for no one. The devs have responded to the spawn rates. They have listened. It's created a divide in the community. People trying real hard, solos struggling, casuals struggling. They have responded. We're going to go over that. Also, we're going to go over the news real quick in game, and then we are going to talk about the patch notes. But for our major order, it's pretty simple. For the bots, we're looking at
Countless
liberation.
opportunities for justice to be dispensed.
That's right, countless opportunities. We have Men Kent. Men Kent to liberate, and we have to defend Vernon Wells, which are we are struggling. I'm gonna try to see if I can help us out there, but we have Angel's Venture for the bugs. We're 72% liberated, so we're doing well. 23k players. It's the morning, so not too many people are on, I think, right now. And we have Pandion and Backed Bay for bugs. Major order being Angel's Venture. So go on ahead and go to your designated spots for the war effort, and
Innocents
I'll see
perish with
you
every wasted
on the
second.
battlefield.
We
Let's
must
get
act
into the
swiftly.
news. Alrighty, and now we're moving on to our main topic of the day. The message comes from Twinbeard. Helldivers, as many of you have noticed, something's been off with patrols and spawn rate for some time now. This primarily leads to more enemies rearing their ugly heads than they're supposed to, indirectly to players feeling overrun, kiting, and subsequently less fun gameplay. This has been the case for all players, but predominantly for smaller teams and solo play. We've been aware, but frankly, the past couple of weeks have been so hectic that we haven't been able to give this the TLC that it required. We now have, and we've concluded that it's not working as intended, and we're changing it. There might be some minor tweaks, but overall, we're reverting it back to how patrols and spawn rate worked before the patch that changed them a few weeks ago. We believe that this is more or less how you currently want them to be. Okay. We also know you want us to do things and changes properly instead of rushing them, and we do as well. Therefore, implementing this will take some time. We want to give it proper testing and review it. Ah, heck, simply see that it works this time, even if this means we're faced with more bugs and bots than even the bravest of citizens would deem realistic for a while longer. We hope you're happy with us fixing the problem. Onwards and upwards. This is actually one of their best posts, I think. And I'm gonna tell you why a few things stood out to me. Um, about yeah, three things. Okay, right here. They just wanted to be vocal with us and communicate to us, and that's one thing that I've been paying attention to and I've been noticing over the course of time with Arrowhead Studios is that they are very vocal. Maybe good, maybe bad. We've seen both of it. We've seen both the good and bad. If you know, you know. But um, they have been very vocal. If you look at Twitter, they have done surveys, they've taken community feedback, they've taken suggestions, and um, and whenever they're thinking about changes, a lot of the time they'll put out teasers or they'll let us know. They're pretty vocal, I would believe. Not about some things like the spawn changes, but they are vocal. One thing I like about them. Now, the other thing, we believe that this is more or less how you currently want them to be. This is awesome because if you know anything about Helldivers 1, that game was known as being a little difficult. It can be good, it can be bad, depending on what you like. But overall, when we're looking at Helldivers 2, which gained a complete new audience on launch, massive hit, this has created a conflict of interest where Helldivers 1 was pretty difficult, and the devs are wanting to match that identity of the game to Helldivers 2, except for this is a different type of game now. This is a third person shooter kind of game, and the difficulty is kind of hard to balance out. Um, and they're making it harder. So it makes things like solo play and the smaller teams and running as the casual four squads much harder. You definitely have to lower the difficulty, and even then, you're still locked into perma combat a lot of the times. Don't even get me started if you're playing bots and you land on a jammer. It is over. It's recoverable, but it's pretty hard. Now, other than that, overall, very great changes that I see here. Very great changes. What we've been wanting for, they're being vocal. They're even letting us know ahead of time. So, what do we do in the meantime, guys? We get out there in the battlefield and spread some democracy. And also, don't forget that feel free to take some videos. Feel free to take some videos before the changes are made so that way you can show your friends who are new, just starting, new people coming in, show them exactly how crazy Helldivers really is. This is the time to get that recording before you regret it. But anyways, that's it. Let's go ahead and move on to the next news. Alright, Helldivers, moving on to the Galactic War update from Super Earth High Command, message brought to us by the Baskinator. After 5 days of intense decommissioning of automatons into scrap metal for use in advanced anti-tank mines, the Helldivers came 78% towards the stated goal of 2 billion dead bots. This means that the new stratagem will continue to elude the Helldiver arsenal for now. Also, the war now escalates into what is officially called the Second Galactic War. All conflict leading up to this was merely an elaborate special operation. New recruits are being trained to bolster the ranks of SEAF, and the Helldivers are tasked with guarding these training facilities so that each recruit can be given their rigorous 72-hour basic training. Wait, what? I mean, that's right, Helldivers. It's time. It's time for us to step out of these special operations and to come out into the limelight. We have to fight for our trainees who are still just babies getting their 72-hour training done. We will hold the line until the next generation of SEAF trained operatives are on the battlefield fighting alongside us. Let's get out there and win it for democracy. All right, and now for our patch notes. Now, I actually did miss the last patch notes, so what I will do is I will just scroll up to the next top 3 patch notes and then scroll down for you guys. And for those of you who are not in the official Discord, you can just screenshot or pause the video and view these changes. But one of the fixes that I did want to talk about, or one of the known issues, is that they have officially announced that they are aware of the spears targeting issue. Of course, they'd have to be, right? But for them to officially write it down as a known issue means that I would assume to believe that they are looking into solutions or ways to make the targeting easier. Now, the reason why this is a subject for me is because if you don't know, I am a die-hard spear user. I am a bot main and I use a spear. And if you don't know, the spear is able to snipe fabricators from Narnia. It goes straight through the closet and hits the witch. Okay, that thing has ridiculous range. The caveat is that it's hard to lock on with. And believe it or not, it is replicatable. And maybe I'll make a video on it on how to show people how to lock on with it because it is very specific factors that you can do to make it pretty much always lock on. It's just a little tedious and you have to kind of know. So maybe I'll make a video on that. Let me know if you want to see that, but I may just make that anyways. But anyway, scrolling down, and this is on to our latest patch notes right here, 01.000.304. This one is primarily just bug fixes and crash fixes. Some of them that I found was kind of interesting. For example, was where was it here? It says something along the lines of question marks for attachments on weapons. And it said it was namely during the tutorial. I cannot find it, but I assure you it is here somewhere. I thought that was interesting because maybe it's just a teaser towards attachments for weapons in the future. Who knows? Um, I'm sure that as the battlefield continues, they're gonna find ways to innovate new features here and there, anyways. So just think about it. What if we get vehicles and maybe even air vehicles? Could you imagine that? I personally keep myself spoiler free, so if some of these things are already in the works, I have no idea. But that's it for me on the patch notes, guys. Really, it's just a matter of bug fixes and crashes. No patch notes for weapons here yet, unfortunately. So, other than that, if you like the video, feel free to like and comment. Comment down below, though, for sure. Let me know if you want to see Spear video, any kind of weapon reviews. I'm thinking about doing a tier list. I'm coming back into Helldivers 2. I played the crap out of the game as soon as it launched. I burnt myself out. It took me a short break. I'm back in it, taking care of the news. So, if you guys want to see some of that, let me know. I'm already start posting some videos with some ideas that I got in the meantime. So, if you have any questions as well, feel free to drop them down. And that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and y'all have a great day. Peace out.